Devon Fleiss and her boyfriend Patrick live an idyllic life in a perfect location. After doing well in the world of real estate investment, Devon's family built this dream home overlooking an organic avocado farm.
My mom grew up on a farm in Ecuador, and she's always loved agriculture and loved animals, and so she really wanted to have that for us. So when I was 15, she bought this place.
A look at the beautiful family estate in Somas, California might shake up some preconceived notions people have about farm living. From the modern paintings that line the walls to the stunning views, this is a new kind of country farmhouse. But the real hidden gem on this sprawling estate is this 1972 Airstream Tradewind.
My mom has always had a funky style, eclectic style.
As amazing as their home is, it lacks the room for the friends and family who want to visit this hillside paradise. So Devon and her family have followed a recent trend of using retro campers as a guest house.
Well, we're thinking about different ways we could have guests come here and stay in the house. This house was built in the 70s, and we also wanted to incorporate modern style into it as well.
Not only was it a quick and easy solution, it required no permitting or extra property taxes. And as an added bonus, the aluminum skin of the trailer matches the funky aluminum siding on the side of their master home.
The camper is a little rough looking on the outside because we live on a ranch and we want it to not be so shiny, so we don't have to polish it every month. And it's kind of the look we're going for. It's a choice. We wanted the outside of the house to kind of reflect on the outside of the camper.
It's a different story on the inside. The original Tradewind was marketed as an average all-purpose trailer. But the renovation now appeals to the more discerning taste of their guests. For starters, they replaced the early 1970s decor with white walls and clean lines that give this small 24-foot trailer a much more spacious feel.
We have all the appliances that you'd have at home. A stove, a sink, a refrigerator. It's really nice. It feels like you're staying in a hotel. It's all modern. We have air conditioning. It doesn't feel like you're staying in a vehicle.
Both the dining area and the kitchen convert easily into sleeping areas. The couch pulls out into a small daybed that sleeps one or a very snuggly couple, while the dining area converts into a more roomy bed for two. The tabletop pulls out and then serves as a platform insert, and the banquette pillows fit perfectly to create a mattress. It all hides away quickly and easily. It's space-saving features like this that make the Airstream a popular stop for the family's many friends.
Oftentimes we have friends who just want to come out and stay the weekend in the camper because it's so pretty and modern and like a hotel.
In the back of the camper is a full-service bathroom, perfect for long-term guests at the ranch.
Something inside the trailer that might surprise people is the shower. I think it's very modern and not like anything anyone's ever seen inside of a camper. It's beautifully tiled and you can stand in it. You don't have to be cramped.
So you want one? Well, you could search junkyards and renovate one yourself, or you could just call these guys. A few miles down the Pacific Coast Highway is Santa Barbara and the home of Hoffman architecture. Wally and Matthew Hoffman are a father-son team that specialize in high-tech restoration and customization of new and vintage Airstreams. It's the extension of a family history of building together.
It's been a dream come true, really.
Yeah, it's really nice. You know, it's something we've been wanting to do ever since I was a kid.
Yeah, I'd say about 6 years old.
Well, that's when we started.
Yeah.
It all started with a treehouse.
Well, I'd go to work and leave with a bunch of lumber, and I'd come back and there'd be a whole floor of a treehouse.
Yeah.
That enthusiasm eventually transferred itself to working on classic campers. The simple yet timeless design is apparent in every trailer that passes through their packed lot. So what goes into making a Hoffman Airstream?
Airstreams are all different, depending on the year, the length, the size, the model.
Yeah.
They're all a bit off in shape and size, and there's really nothing's similarity.
Square, nothing's level.
You know, so you have to design everything very special for each individual job.
Their many works in progress feature the kind of fine detail you'd expect to find in a high-end house, not a travel trailer. Things like hardwood flooring and sleek modern fixtures. This rare 1977 Airstream mobile home is in for restoration. To buy it back then cost $95,000. After its trip to Hoffman, it'll be worth double that.
Today we're putting in the stainless steel countertops, which is one of the really unique aspects to this design.
All Hoffman work is made to order, so if something doesn't fit,
Nah, a little too long.
Yeah.
they'll make sure that it does.
Yeah, that works.
This vehicle is well on its way to looking beautiful. Just don't look at the driver's area yet. It might be a while before this one is road ready. It's a different story in this almost finished 1974 Overlander.
It's actually my most favorite trailer to date.
So how do the Hoffmans get away with putting Italian glass tile in a shower that is going to be flying down the road at 60 miles an hour? Get this, a rubberized caulking process prevents the cracking you'd expect from bouncing up and down the road.
Inside this back bedroom, you have what are 2 bunk beds, sleeping quarters for 4.
There's even sneaky space-saving touches like this, a hidden television that goes up and down at the touch of a button. A Hoffman Airstream will run you anywhere from $40,000 to $200,000 to buy, but what about those that don't have that kind of money? The popularity of Hoffman's restorations have led them to recently start offering a line of restored Airstreams for lease, starting at $1,000 a month. Anyone can now start their own instant backyard bed and breakfast. Like all Hoffman designs, this restored 1970 Airstream Sovereign feels far roomier than you might think the small space would allow.
So everything in here you see, from the stove, the refrigerator, convection oven, everything's electrical. Plug it into your wall, everything runs.
And then there's this bathroom. Who would have thought a cast iron tub could work in a camper?
Say I was in here, wanted to take a bath. You know, I'm 6'4", I'm not a small guy. This is a full-size tub.
Since this camper is intended to stay in one spot, the weight of the tub and other amenities isn't as big of a concern as it would be in a camper destined for the open road, which is why these trailers are almost like home.
So here you are in a nice comfortable bed. You've got some task lighting above. You've got a nice moon roof or sunroof above to see the stars. Looks great, feels good. I'm ready to take a little snooze.
Patricia Manny and Eric Grundeman have spent decades working behind the scenes writing and producing such long-running TV hits as Hercules and Xena Warrior Princess. After years of living in a larger estate, they purchased this iconic-looking home for themselves and 2 teenagers.
The house was designed by Conrad Buff and Don Hensman, Buff and Hensman, very famous Los Angeles architects. We just thought it was so wonderful. The space is fantastic. The environment is fantastic.
There was just one problem. As beautiful as this home is, it wasn't quite big enough.
We're not allowed to add on to the house, build an addition within 200 feet of the creek. We could never do anything permanent.
We needed office space. We work from home. So we decided that between the need for office space and the fact we're not allowed to build on this property, because it's an environmentally sensitive zone, we decided to get campers.
So the pair bought nearly matching 1960s era Airstreams.
My wife and I have always been very into the arts, and I think that we do look at Airstreams as sort of like sculptures that go down the road.
Each has been personalized to suit purpose and taste. Patricia's 1964 double model was designed with extensive research and writing in mind. It features a ton of space for her ever-expanding book collection and a color palette that helps her remain calm in the face of looming deadlines.
The camper really acts as a release valve. There's the opportunity for me to go and be in my private place. It's very hard to do the kind of work I do, having husband and kids and phones ringing, etc. I can go and escape there.
There's a tiny kitchen and bathroom as well as a couch that can function as a small bed. But the primary focus is work.
I had the adjustable desk put in because I have some back and neck problems, and I discovered that I could do a lot of my work standing up, especially emails, watching movies, Skyping, etc. And it's really comfortable. It also burns a lot more calories. What I discovered, however, is that I can't actually write fiction standing up.
When it comes to Eric's trailer, it had to serve as part office and part man cave.
I just thank my lucky stars that I'm not dead like this bear. We're very fortunate in that we have very similar design aesthetics, but she's sort of the beauty and the brains, and I'm sort of the, I guess, other things that we don't really talk about.
A lifelong camper with an appreciation of camp, Eric wanted something more utilitarian as well as fun. His 1967 Caravelle not only had to work at home, but on location for any of the films or TV pilots he still produces.
I use this as a cocoon to sort of come and create, not have cell phones, house phones, children here, so it's sort of my escape pod, if you will.
There's 3 removable tables that can function as a desk for one or a conference table for as many as can fit inside the trailer. Both campers can also double as guest houses in a pinch, though with this cool retractable full-size bed, Eric's is much more suitable for an extended camping trip. But there's more to these personal campers than just a place to work or sleep.
There's a real issue, especially when you've got kids, that you want to identify yourself in a way that isn't just a mother or a father. These get to be our little personal worlds. We get to put our little quirky things in there. It isn't about us or us as the 4 of us. It's about just me or just him.